We cannot allow any person to be beyond justice in this country.
This is a travesty, and we're in big trouble.
We are less than 11 months away from the election. Let the American people decide who should be president.
In America, no one is above the law. He must be impeached.
First at 11, an historic night in American politics. The House votes to impeach President Trump, setting the stage for a trial in the Senate.
The vote happening a little more than 2 hours ago, and some late news tonight from Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Our coverage begins with CBS 4's Natalie Brand live on Capitol Hill. Natalie.
Ruta Bay, Elliott, following this historic vote, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi signaled that she may in fact delay sending the articles of impeachment to the Senate until she says she sees a fair process in the Republican-controlled Senate where this will ultimately end up.
President Trump struck a defiant tone after the House voted to impeach him.
They think the Washington swamp should be able to veto the results of an election.
At a campaign rally in Michigan, the president responded in real time.
They've been trying to impeach me from day one. They've been trying to impeach me from before I ran.
The president's comments followed what had been an historic day on Capitol Hill.
I solemnly and sadly open the debate on the impeachment of the President of the United States.
For hours, Democrats and Republicans argued the merits of the two articles of impeachment, abuse of power and obstruction of Congress.
Never before in our history have we experienced a president who has so clearly conducted himself in a manner offensive to and subversive of the Constitution.
It's about power. Donald Trump has it, and House Democrats want it.
They'll be forever remembered as the Senator Joe McCarthy's of our time.
More than 200 lawmakers gave speeches on the House floor tonight, but when it was time to vote, it became clear minds had not been changed.
Article 2 is adopted.
Both articles passed largely along party lines. 2 Democrats voted with Republicans against both articles. A third Democrat voted against obstruction.
Many of my colleagues appeared to have made their choice to protect the president, to enable him to be above the law, to empower this president to cheat again.
The House will next send the impeachment articles to the Senate, which is expected to take the issue up early next year.
Now back to the House vote. South Florida's members voted along party lines as expected. As for immediate next steps, House Speaker Pelosi must still name impeachment managers. Those will be the members who essentially serve as prosecutors arguing the Democratic House case before the Republican-controlled Senate. But again, new tonight, Speaker Pelosi said she cannot name impeachment managers until she learns more of the Senate process, saying at this point they haven't seen anything that looks fair to Speaker Pelosi. So this will be a conversation that continues between House Democratic leadership and Senate leaders. Send it back to you.